Hi everyone, this is Jamela over at Viva La Vintage for your home. Thank you again for tuning in for another episode of Living the Lifestyle of the Thrifting Famous. But before we begin, how about you go ahead and click that subscribe button so you can get all my videos directly to your mailbox. If you're looking for inspiration to decorate your home on a budget, you've come to the right channel. Here you'll be inspired to thrift shop for your decor pieces, how to incorporate plants into your decor, and also some DIY. So come on and be inspired. In today's video, I'm going to talk about that big brown bowl that you see sitting on this table. I picked it up from a yard sale for $5 because of the crack on it, but once I cleaned it up, I just wanted to figure out what was I going to do with it, and then I decided I'm going to create the Big Brown Bowl series. And simply put, it's just a vessel for me to use for my collection of album covers that I like to display as art. Now I know some argue and say vinyl is outdated, but it truly isn't. And I'm still one that likes to scour through stacks of records to see what I might find. My stereo system I hold dear to me. Although I know a lot of people are using wireless and Bluetooth mechanisms, I still am old school and go to my little stereo set here and put on my vinyl, I put on my tapes, and I also play my CDs. And the idea really came from when I had this Mahalia Jackson album sitting there. I said, this needs to be displayed. So that's where I came into the concept of using the big brown bowl. And adding wall racks was out of the question. So anyway, here is a quick tour of all the album vinyls that I have. This is my Ray Charles that I had, and I displayed it in the bowl, and then it's decor around it. I love the artwork on that piece right there. I mean, to me, that should be framed. But anyway, and then next up is my Stevie Wonder Inner Visions album. Oh my gosh, I love this album, and not to mention the cover. The warm tones were perfect for my mud cloth pillowcases. And next up is an old school tune by El Coco, Coco Motion, and that was released in 1979, another favorite, along with Duke Ellington, the popular, and it was released in 1967. B.B. King is always a favorite of mine, and I love that artwork on there. And that was released back in 1970. Now, even though he always sings Every Day I Have the Blues, I don't have the blues every day, but I do enjoy playing them. And of course, you remember Soul to Soul, released in 1989, followed up with Chaka Khan, I Feel For You, that was released in 1984. So paired with that graphic album is that little DIY planter that I did for that abstract look. And then next up is Santana's Greatest Hits, and that was released in 1974. And we're just going to go a little further back with Diana Ross, Lady Sings the Blues, and that was released in 1972. And one of my favorites is Randy Crawford, self-titled, released in 1977. This is one fabulous album to listen to. And after the smooth sound of Randy Crawford comes Lou Rawls, my Undeniably Lou album, which I absolutely love listening to. Released in 1977. And if you're a jazz maniac, you must have a Pharoah Sanders in your collection. This is Tawhid, released in 1967. Fast forward a few years, here comes the incomparable Melba Moore. This self-titled album was released in 1978. The song You Stepped Into My Life was by far one of the greatest hits. And taking it back to the jazz scene is Hank Crawford, Mr. Blues, released in 1967. And then look out, here comes the Queen of Disco, Miss Donna Summer's Love to Love You, released in 1975. After that, here comes On the Radio, which was released in 1979. So with this one, I had to go and get that disco ball out. I hope you enjoyed this video and was inspired to use vinyl covers in your home decor. Also, you can find some more inspiration on the blog. My name is Jamela. Thank you again for tuning in for another episode of Living the Lifestyle of the Thrift and Famous. Don't forget to like this video, drop me a comment, and please share. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.